Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1. Did you bring your bulls, Conor? What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, the channel donations, and the Patreon family. We working. Now, I just read an interview with Paulie Malignaggi, the Magic Man, on Yahoo Sports. I have linked to it in the description so you guys can read it verbatim. I want to pull quote, think of my thoughts on it. Paulie, he's talking about fighting McGregor, which we knew this was coming based on the bad blood and the abruptly leaving sparring camp for the Mayweather preparation. He was in Conor McGregor's sparring camp. I mean, unless you live under a rock, you should know these things in terms of combat sports, like if you clicked on the video. And Paulie says, I think the fans want it, and I think it's a very sellable fight. How bad does he want it? I'll tell you this. He has most of the public perception that he got the better of me in sparring, and he has them believing in that fucking knockdown. But we know what happens if he fights me. He knows he sparred with me when I was only at 35 to 40% because I was retired, and he knows the trouble he had with me, right? And he goes on to say, I'm all about it, man. I'll make it a winner takes all. I'm willing to risk fighting him for free just to punch him in the mouth again and again and again. That's how confident I am that they can't beat me. He goes on to say, a fighter is a fighter when faced with adversity. Anytime somebody gets Conor McGregor to that point of adversity in MMA or boxing, he punks out. You can't teach that. Either you have balls or you don't. And then he says, if Conor doesn't get stopped by me, and I'm a guy who doesn't get a lot of stoppages, if Conor doesn't get stopped by me, I should get penalized at least a portion of my purse just for not stopping the guy. Wow. So Paulie is definitely feeling himself, feeling confident after Mayweather McGregor, and he's willing to do winner takes all. Listen, I know Dana White probably wants to get Conor back to just the regular UFC, like forget all this boxing, because if Conor takes multiple losses in boxing, that really doesn't enhance his profile. You know what I'm saying? As a UFC fighter. You know what I mean? And believe it or not, I do believe that whether he's boxing or he's in the UFC, a loss is a loss. So back-to-back losses wouldn't be good, because it'd be one thing if Conor McGregor lost to Serena Williams in tennis or something like that, but he was still competing in an event, a boxing event, where you take blunt force trauma, you take punches, and he got stopped in fighting. So to me, I think the more he stays in boxing, if he were to lose, the worse it would get, because that aura of invincibility would not be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say Ronda Rousey before Holly Holm. If Ronda Rousey came over to boxing and fought Layla Ali or Heather Hardy or something in boxing, and then she got stopped, then it wouldn't look good, because you were invincible in the UFC, even if the Holly Holm UFC loss hadn't happened, and then all of a sudden to get stopped. People still seen you get stopped. They still seen, because like for me, as just obviously boxing is my #1 go-to, but I like the UFC. I have no beef with the UFC. I watch the UFC, especially the big events, and there's still things within the boxing only rule set watching Conor McGregor that if I were a UFC fighter, I would pick out based on that. Like, okay, like Paulie's saying, did you bring your bulls? And when the going gets tough, will he bite down at all times? You know what I'm saying? Like, so you could still, even though it was Mayweather McGregor boxing only, and you could say Conor was quote unquote handicapped, meaning he couldn't use legs and shins, and he couldn't use elbows and different tools that he has in the UFC. There's still things you could pick out in terms of a game plan, even if you're just a UFC fighter. And that's straight up how I see. Like, you don't think like guys like Cody Garbrandt, and maybe he's too small to fight Conor McGregor, but I'm just saying because he has a boxing background, you don't think he would watch the Floyd fight because they had that pushing and shoving incident on the Tough But you don't think he watched Mayweather, McGregor, and is looking at ways like, man, if I were to fight him in the future, this is what I would do. This is what I would let him burn some energy. I would stick to the body. But you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, it's so, even if, to me, I think Dana White wants to get him back over to the UFC, because then it's all in-house and stuff like that. So even a Paulie Malignaggi fight would be risky. I don't know that Paulie stops Conor McGregor, though. You know what I mean? Because I think Paulie has a different array of tools, especially at this point of his career, than Mayweather. Even though Mayweather was 2 years off the couch, I think his tools are different. So I don't know that he can stop him. But I mean, if you fatigue and stuff like that, then definitely anybody could get stopped at that point, because you could barely even stand up, keep your guard up. You know what I mean? It's gonna get stopped. So all in all, this just proves Conor McGregor does have a name. He's a big name in the sense that he can command an audience, and he has a lot of options. He could fight against Kevin Lee, Tony Ferguson winner, Khabib Nurmagomedov. He could fight a ton of people. You know what I mean? Boxing, you got different people. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. even called him out. Wow, just yesterday. He says McGregor, Chavez Jr. I don't see that happening, but obviously people want it. Paulie Malignaggi wants it. And he's saying winner takes all. So, you know, man, I can't knock it. Conor McGregor, he seems pretty tenacious. Like, he would try it. You know what I mean? Floyd is people call him TBE. So you lose to him, it's kind of expected in boxing. But he might entertain something like Paulie Malignaggi if they can get the numbers right. So I did his stream. I pretty much was the first one on YouTube that I seen that to break the pay-per-view announcement. 6.5 million according to Dana White. So crazy stuff. And at the end of the day, money talks. You know what I mean? Conor, he's still a fighter. Paulie kind of disputes his heart, I guess, in those tough moments. But at the end of the day, he's still a fighter, and money talks. So if they can get the money right with this Paulie Malignaggi situation, then we might see something like this in boxing. You know what I mean? People in the boxing world, like Mayweather Promotions, Leonard Ellaby, he said Conor could come back. I could see him doing some things in boxing. You know what I mean? People were pretty impressed. Chris Van Heerding said, oh yeah, I was impressed. I thought it would end a lot sooner, but Conor, you know what I mean, he won some early rounds, things like that. So bottom line is people would pay in. And again, no disrespect to Paulie Malignaggi, but he's not the same threat level as Mayweather. And the reason being is because, I mean, you look at Paulie just lost his last fight to Sam Egington. Would Floyd Mayweather lose to Sam Egington in the States, in the UK? You know what I mean? At the Beatles' house, he wouldn't lose. Mayweather would not lose to Sam Egington. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Paul is confident. He's saying winner takes all. And he says if I don't stop him, you can even take a portion of my purse. So I know some people, like especially radical Conor McGregor fans, are going to say, oh, he's just doing it for the money. But realistically, when you guys say stuff like that, my response is no shit. Who's not doing? If you have a profession, Paul is a professional fighter and commentator. Why would he not want to increase his money and his dividends? Like that, I hate when people say, oh, Paulie's just calling them out for a paycheck or stuff like that. That's dumb. People do that to me. Someone said, oh, Ego, you're a view whore. No shit. Of course I want views. This is my channel. This is my full-time job. No shit. Like Floyd said, he says, I'm a prize fighter, dummy. I fight for a prize. This is YouTube. It's my fucking tube. So yeah, I want views. What are you guys talking about? Like I never understood them. Oh, Ego, why you put this title? You just want views. Yeah, I do. I mean, I'm not gonna sell my soul for views, but you damn right I want views. I work hard, and I'm here to inform and entertain and stuff like that. But at the same time, it has to mean something. You think I would be spending all this money and staying up late and stuff, just different things if there was no money? No, I couldn't. It would be hard. It becomes hard to sustain something if you're doing everything pro bono. You know what I'm saying? And you don't get nothing back from it. You know what I mean? And money's not everything to me, but it's a necessary to get to the next level. You know what I mean? How can you get to the next level if you can't do next level shit? Because you can't afford it because you broke. You know what I mean? But yeah, of course, Paulie, like, I'm sure the money is something, but if he's really willing to do a winner takes all, which I've never seen them say, you know what I mean? It sounds cool, but I've never seen like Nevada State Athletic Commission or anything allow all these fighters doing these side bets, because I don't know. I don't live in Las Vegas. I'm a West Coast dude, but I'm in Cali, so I don't know Nevada state law. I don't know the ramifications and logistics of when the fighters say a winner takes all bet. Can they like, let's say Paulie fought Conor and got knocked out. By Nevada state law, can they allow him to compete and risk his life and get no monetary gain from it? I don't know that. You know what I'm saying? So again, I don't know about this winner takes all stuff, because it's cute when the fighters say like, oh yeah, winner takes all, man. But I don't know if that's even, I don't even know if like federal regulations and state jurisdictions and shit would even allow that to happen, even if you lost fair and square. You know what I'm saying? This is not like a dice game where you just, you know what I mean, you're just on the block rolling dice and you lose your money, you lose your car, your pink slip, and it just is what it is. This is like a sanctioned fight that would be picked up by some network and televised, etc. So that's my thoughts on it. I mean, I just think Conor McGregor, take some time off, chill with your son, chill with your family, and he just needs to plot his next move. Does he want to come back to boxing, or is he just eager to get back into the UFC? I don't know. I don't know what happened in the sparring session, but one thing that Paulie said that I liked in the post-fight interview is he said the Mayweather fight, you can't edit that. You know what I mean? It is what it is, and we all got to see that. And I think there would be an interest there with Paulie, because it's like he's saying, there's a lot of speculation on what went on, and we've been given very little. You know what I mean? Certain people that were there, like Dana White and other fighters and stuff that were there, said Paulie was getting trashed. And Paulie saying that's not what happened. It was even. And I won 10 rounds. So since we don't know, I mean, I think just like the Mayweather situation, curiosity killed the cat. Now, do I think this fight would do 6.5 million or anything close to Mayweather? No, I don't think it'd be anything like that. But I don't know. Maybe they can even do an exhibition type of match. I don't know if you can get paid. You know what I mean? I don't know all the details, but maybe they could do something like that, an exhibition type boxing match for some money. You know what I mean? Like celebrity death match. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.